Previt, this is Salvation, represent your Dragon Age Awakening. I want to keep saying, or I keep to want to say Origins, which isn't entirely correct. Oh, emissary. Okay, let's take care of that, and you take care of that.
On it.
Dead? So to be.
It shall be done.
Okay, that was a quest apparently. Not sure if I'm supposed to be able to save them, but I suppose not.
Very well.
Healthful this. A Templar corpse. And this is going to be so sad. Alright, let's get going.
It shall be done.
I mean, is there anything else I can do here? I suppose not. Because it still looks kind of active. I don't think so. I try Amaranthine. Or rather this isn't even a path, is it?
Very well.
Forlorn Cove. Huh. Well, I have no idea. Right, let me see, perhaps I'll put you into tactics too. And... no. Yes. Enemy health, I don't know what you can do, even you can use a web or you can use poison spit. Enemy health above 75%, let's say, and give you that. What does that do? Nature damage. Let's say even 90%. And you... target, medium or long range, and that. Why not? First it does us some good. And I actually want everyone that's a close combat fighter at the front of this of the ranks. Or perhaps I just want everyone to go.
Another step and poor Lady Eileen dies. Where's Lord Bensley? The deal was he'd give us the money himself.
Let's see. Lord Bensley's in the command of the Greenstead.
That's the one who killed the archdemon. Andraste, preserve me.
Shut your trap! We still have the girl.
How daring am I? Let's try. You won't see a sovereign until you see the girl.
Orc, show her. Hand over the gold. Now.
Send the girl first, then I give you the money.
Orc, send her over. The money. Now.
No, that girl was the only thing keeping you alive.
Defend yourselves, men.
Error cannot execute function working. I have no idea what that is. Right. Let me please, you take that guy out of the battle, please.
Enemy
It will be
recruiting!
done.
This is it!
This one, please.
I'm gonna destroy you! Let's make this quick!
We fight for honor!
That went well, thankfully.
Thank the Maker, thank you. I thought I was going to die in there.
Well, you did not. Alright. Alright. Now that was that. I suppose that was a quest. Oh. Wait, no, let me look first. What was it? Companions, the Hare family, Nathaniel. Okay, that's that. Freed bandits headed to home. We just keep. Alright. On then.
I shall do it.
Let's go home. Why not? I mean, perhaps we can even go on into.
People talk about me stinking up the joint.
What are you on about now?
Cat piss. Little kitty there makes me want to vomit.
Don't listen to him, Sir Pouncelot. You smell just fine.
Commander,
Are there any messages for me?
just give me a moment.
Bensley's gratitude. Commander, I write to you with a full heart. My beloved Eileen speaks endlessly of your prowess and ample virtues. Please accept these sovereigns in gratitude for your assistance, Sir Edgar Bensley. I don't think I have any dissenters like Morrigan on this team again. I don't believe so. I think the one that I will have most trouble will be my defensive tank.
The men are still clearing the rubble in
Yeah.
the basement. They'll be finished soon.
Because he's very, well, different. There's a chance, a certain chance that he'll not be so accommodating. Let's go to Amaranthine. There's a few quests that I can't do right now because there's a bug that discarded journal. Okay. One of the things I was looking for. And because yes, there's a bug, and if I start this quest, I don't know if I finish this quest before a certain before a certain character arrives. And if I complete a certain quest line before a certain other character arrives, this other character's personal quest gets bugged.
Ah, it's the Warden Commander.
Or something
The
like
rumours
that.
about you did not overstate it. I have a business proposal. Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile.
And I think that's the one actually. I can accept the quest, I think, but I can't complete it. A bell collar. Ah, yes, of course. I suppose, at least.
You
shouldn't have.
Oh, and this. Hang on, you can summon your Spidey. Or you can't. Can I accept the quest even? I'll rather not. I'll see if that even is that quest, and if it is, I will not accept
So
it
you're a house.
just yet.
Do you have a point, mage?
Hey, I'm fond of the house. I'm also fond of the whys, the whos, and the whats.
How clever.
Oh, it's shameful how long it took me to come up with that.
Really? Yes, I want to speak with you.
Ah, Warden Commander. I knew you'd come. You know an opportunity when it presents itself, no? I offer a partnership that would benefit us both.
Alright, talk.
The bartender at a local inn has overstepped his bounds. He was hired to watch one of the entrances to our den, but now seeks to extort more coin. Terrible, isn't it? A person of your influence would have no trouble convincing him to open the passage.
Sounds simple enough.
Return to me when this is done.
I suppose this is law. Ah, okay. I don't know. I don't know. I know that the quest I can't do is law and order, and I think this is its pre-quest.
Oh, Amaranthine,
But I
the
don't
jewel
know.
of the north.
Yes, we've heard. Meow! That cat.
Ah, can you smell that? That is the smell of freedom. It comes complete with the smell of dogs and dust, but the freedom is in there too.
You really don't care for the circle of Magi, do you?
I escaped from the tower 7 times. After the last time, they put me in solitary confinement for a year.
Oh my.
Eventually, I'm sure they would have branded me a Maleficar, true or not, and executed me.
I didn't know that or remember that. Oh. I'm surprised they didn't do it sooner.
They're not murderers. They only kill mages when they can prove we're dangerous, for the good of all. The problem is that mages are tolerated, barely. It's like you need permission to be alive. There's nothing a mage can do to prove himself. Everyone needs to be protected from you. The end.
There has to be a better way.
The Tevinter Imperium has a better way, but we know how that argument flies around here. All I want is a pretty girl, a decent meal, and the right to shoot lightning at fools.
Yes, I could flirt with you, but I don't think so. I mean, Alistair isn't here, so maybe. I mean, no, let's be nice. I think you're aiming too low.
True. I want a harem, a banquet, and the ability to rain fireballs upon every Templar in creation. Never mind me. Now and again I recall that I'm not sitting in a cell and I have to smile, that's all.
Actually, Anders, how about you try that Tevinter Imperium argument a while later in another city? Let's see how well that works.
Looking for some company, honey pie? I'm always available for riveting conversations with fine women.
I'll rivet you to the floor if you call me that again.
I like a woman who's all business.
I'm here to talk about Darkspawn.
Oh, you're one of those Grey Wardens. You find some Darkspawn, and sure enough, the Grey Wardens come knocking. I can't take all the credit for finding the rift, you know. Mika here fell in first.
Tell me what happened.
Well, it's quite a ways out of town. We were tracking a buck off in that direction, you see, before this Darkspawn mess. We'd been on his tail for about a week at that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on a merry chase as he did.
Go on.
That buck was a sly one, he was. He had big feet and a... Oh, the chasm, yes. We saw it coming over a rise. It was really something to behold. A huge cleft, as though the Maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like an egg.
I like eggs.
It looked like someone had tried to build over it, but it must have been abandoned a long time ago. No one in town knew about it.
Who tried to build over it?
Well, people, I suppose. Maybe even the Darkspawn. Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
Earth crumbled, not stable.
Right. And as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the Darkspawn appeared.
What happened then?
They seemed occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, thank the Maker.
The Darkspawn was so occupied as to overlook 2 screaming injured men. Boggles the mind.
I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble?
Here's a sovereign.
A whole sovereign. If there's ever a reason to fall into a Darkspawn pit, here it is. Maker bless you.
I am what? Skill card. Anders. Okay. I am not certain. Anders, are you mewing? What's wrong with Mika at any rate?
Woods are slippery when wet. Be careful. Bugs out in the forest are as big as your head. Going to rain soon. Bring your coat.
You and I don't know what to do with you. I'm not sure what to make of this too. I never am.
Why won't you let us in?
My pardon, sir. I was paid a whole sovereign to give this letter to you. I told him I did. There are easier ways of getting a message to the Commander of the Grey.
Who gave this to you?
Some visiting knight didn't catch his face. Full helmet, you know. He said he was Sir Wolf of Ravane.
White wolf, as in dark wolf?
Ah, the Dark Wolf's nothing but a rumour. Mind you, he was acting suspicious.
Do you remember anything else about the wolf?
No, sir. Again, my pardon.
It's the constable's orders. There's no plan.
Okay.
Well, they don't look infected. And he has children.
Look,
Those smugglers are bastards for taking advantage of the chaos.
We need supplies. My children are hungry.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods.
I am the warden commander of Vigil's Keep.
But I have to. Constable's orders. We've been having trouble with smugglers and...
what are you doing, man? Are you accusing the commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But you said everyone...
You are dismissed. I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city.
Glad to see you taking precautions.
Yes, Warden Commander. The smugglers have us scrambling, to be honest. We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested.
I think that's the second quest I can't complete. Yes. I believe so. That should be law and order.
Ah, Warden Commander. I take it you've decided to help us.
What exactly is happening here?
With trade slowed to a crawl, smugglers have moved in, selling stolen goods at exorbitant prices. If we could shut down their operation and seize their supplies, we could distribute it to the needy.
How to find the smugglers?
There is a smuggler doing business in the market. He probably knows where the hideout is. We haven't been able to get anything from him, but maybe you can.
Yes, that's the second one. I do believe that these quests are mutually exclusive, and I don't know which one I'll do. And I don't know why I went up here in the first place, but why not?
As you say.
All of these moves doesn't go away when I do that. And now I successfully don't know where I am. The merchant's goods. I'm in desperate search for lost Elysian silks. They left Denerim in a caravan bound for Amaranthine several weeks ago. I fear this caravan met the same fate as others before it. If you find silks, please deliver them to Kendrick of the Merchant's Guild. He will see to a reward. Lorma Brock, Taylor. Mafrath's monuments. I seek someone brave to brave the Wending Wood to locate ancient statues. Legend states that after Andraste's death, Malfarath erected statues in the Wending Wood in penance. The statues bear missing verses from the Canticle of Malfarath, which the chantry includes among the dissonant verses. Since study of the dissonant verses is frowned upon, discretion is of the utmost importance. Please deliver charcoal rubbings of the inscriptions to the Merchant's Guild representative named Kendrick. A reward will await. An anonymous chantry scholar. Sir Alvard's missing sword. An old notice hidden behind newer postings. Desperately seeking someone to travel to the village of Blackmarsh. I commissioned a sword from the village's master blacksmith and asked him to hide the delivery in a crate of ordinary goods. It has not arrived and I am distraught. My grandmother's prized black pearl was set in the pommel and I cannot afford to lose such an heirloom. If you go to the village, please inquire after the sword in person. Best regards, Sir Albert of Amaranthine. Keep out of reach of children. The Merchant's Guild has received word that a lethal and even poison is being sold in Amaranthine, smuggled into Amaranthine by unsavory characters. Constable Aiden has asked that the Guild find a way to take this poison off the streets. The Merchant's Guild, of course, has nothing to do with the import of this poison and is trying our level best to cooperate with the Guard. The Guild will pay for each bottle of Antivan poison turned into to Kendrick. I have a problem with that name. Please help keep this wicked substance out of the hands of our children, the Merchant's Guild.
Greetings, Warden Commander. You're the sort who delights in helping the common man, yes? May I direct you to the Merchant's Guild's board?
What's the board for?
Folk here often need goods from far-flung parts. They post the requests here. There is good coin in this, particularly with trade halted by the trouble on the roads. If you ever feel inclined, please take a look at the jobs available.
I just did that, didn't I? I suppose that's the smuggler's thing, the law and order thing.
Warden Commander! Thank the Maker you're finally here. I was afraid our messages never got through to you.
Are you nervous?
Yes. Thank you for coming to the Guild. We need your help. Our caravans are being attacked. The wagons are burnt to ashes, and there have been no survivors. It's gotten worse lately. People from the neighbouring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square.
Why?
I don't know. How would I know the minds of these monsters, whoever or whatever they are? Whatever it is, it's completely crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all?
Have you asked anyone else to look into this?
Others start making excuses when they hear how brutal the killings have been. The Grey Wardens are our last hope.
I'll look into it if I find the time.
I suppose I have to be content with that. It is better than nothing. If you can stop the killings, the Merchant's Guild will make a hefty donation to your organization. You have my promise.
I will look into it, but I'm not going to the Winding Wood anytime soon.
I shall do it.
Poison. Oh, hi. These are something I didn't have before. But why not? Oh, come on already. Yes, I am usually buying every single pot in existence. Alright. I could just as well sell my poisons.
I once knew someone who bought a piece of Andraste's shin bone in the Amaranthine market.
I don't know.
As you say.
I sincerely doubt that. Alright, perhaps later. Alright. Oh, I know that's fun.
This is nice.
Alright. Suspicious character would be that. Actually, I'm checking if someone has a backpack. A snow globe. Who wants that? I have a suspicion. Pure iron. What do I need that for? Let's buy it. I don't know for what, but why not? Yes, my suspicion was correct. That might actually be for Heron. That poison's up here. Oh, and that's where I was.
It shall be done.
It is so good to see you well, Commander.
Not? Oh, up there's more. How many are there? I thought there were 3. Are they 4?
It is begun.
Obviously. Oh, wooden crate, I missed.
So good to see you again. It seems I owe you a reward, yes? Yes, of course.
You're quite enthusiastic for someone who's got to pay me. Not talking to that suspicious character on purpose because I think that's a law and order quest and I don't want to get that anywhere at all. That's the suspicious character. Okay, hang on, mate. You can actually summon the spider, you know. I really think I need it. I'm not cutting these out because it's so fast. Enemy at range.
I see you got my letter, Commander. It's an honor to meet you.
The Dark Wolf, I presume.
In the flesh. The less you know of me, the better. But by some, I am called the Dark Wolf. In the depths of the city, there is murmuring. Murmuring that nobles want you dead. I'd like to help.
You are not the Dark Wolf, I am.
You are? I thought perhaps the first Dark Wolf was killed or imprisoned.
I am very much alive.
You must admit that your current position does not leave time for shadow games. You see, I have hopes that the Wardens will prove more fit to rule this land than the late Arl Rendon Howe. His confederates are the conspirators. But to unearth their identities, I'll need resources. 50 sovereigns.
So you're doing this out of a sense of civil duty? Civic duty?
Corrupt, miserly nobles have beggared many a proud commoner. Some commoners turn to distasteful occupations just to survive. Is it not fitting that they would want to strike back in the only way they're able?
Then 50 sovereigns it is.
It will be done. Give me some time.
Let me... Ja, well, my time at a strength. This was Salvation and Dragon Age Origins. På weiter.